It is important to clarify that there are different types of angels. Various religions around the world incorporate the figure of angels in their beliefs, which means there are several interpretations. However, in this video, I will use the interpretation of angels by Christians, more specifically by Catholicism. It is possible that if you are not Christian or Catholic, you will recognize some divisions and names, but there may be differences. Angels are not gods, but are considered deities that arose from the divine. According to Christian tradition, they were created by God to serve as intermediaries between humanity and the divine. Their wings help facilitate transportation between earth and sky. Angels are not born, do not die or reproduce, and do not have a definite form, although they can assume a human form. They don't have weight or height, and it is not known exactly when they were created. The only thing that is known is that they have been present since the beginning of the creation of the earth. Although more intelligent than humans, they are not omniscient. Angels are always close to God and ready to help humanity. Although it is not known how many angels there are, the book of Revelation indicates that there are millions and millions and thousands of thousands. During the Middle Ages, various theologians tried to divide angels into angelic choirs. Pseudo-Dionysius and Thomas Aquinas made a division according to the Bible itself, which began from the bottom up. The angels closest to humans are found in this sphere, and they interfere in our lives. It is believed that such angels can play the role of divine messengers, conveying important messages to humans when needed. Furthermore, due to their closeness to God, these angels possess great power and wisdom, being able to indirectly influence our lives through prayer and devotion. Guardian angels are those closest to us. They are appointed by God to protect and guide each individual from birth to death. It is commonly believed that each person has a personal guardian angel who acts as a spiritual guardian. This angel protects a person from physical and spiritual dangers and guides them on the right path. Despite this, it is important to emphasize that guardian angels hold a lower hierarchical position compared to other angels. Even so, they care for and guide humans and often provide warning signs when something bad might happen. When you have a feeling that something bad might happen, it could be your guardian angel trying to warn you. Guardian angels are probably the best known type of angels. Archangels are the ones appointed by God to carry out missions that go beyond human comprehension. The best known of them is probably Michael, as he is the only one in the Bible who is actually called an archangel. Now, I'm going to read a passage from the Bible that mentions Michael as one of the archangels. I'm using a Catholic Bible. In Jude 9, it is written, "When the archangel Michael argued with a demon, he disputed the body of Moses and did not dare to fulminate against him, but he only said, 'The Lord himself rebuke you.'" Gabriel, who would be another archangel, is never explicitly called one, but he is always used as the main messenger of God. For example, he passed on information to Mary that she would be the mother of Jesus. Another angel known as Raphael is associated with healing and the protection of travelers. In general, it is said that there are 7 archangels, but only the names of these 3 are known. In addition to these 3 well-known archangels, there are others mentioned in religious traditions, such as Muriel and Jophiel. It is believed that each archangel has a specific mission and acts in different areas of human life. In addition to being messengers, they are responsible for transmitting the will of God to other angels and human beings, and are often described as heavenly warriors who fight against the forces of evil, being considered the leaders of the heavenly forces that fight against Satan. Angels known as principalities have an important role in the heavenly and earthly worlds, being responsible for carrying warnings and instructions to world leaders, including rulers, kings, and princes. They are not limited to just that, but also look after the well-being of cities, countries, states, and continents, working to maintain harmony and peace in the world. According to the Holy Scriptures, principalities are mentioned several times, as in the book of Daniel, where the angel Gabriel speaks about the prince of the Persians and the prince of Israel. Celestial beings are believed to play a key role in the planning and execution of divine plans, working together with other angels to protect humanity and maintain order in the universe. However, principalities are also known to be very strict with those who ignore God's warnings and go against His will. They usually appear with a scepter and crown, symbols of their heavenly authority. On some occasions, they also carry a cross, representing faith and devotion. Although many may consider principalities to be subordinate to the higher classes of angels, they have unquestionable importance in the celestial hierarchy. Their function is vital to maintaining balance and justice in the world, and their presence is a guarantee that the divine will is being carried out. Therefore, we must always remember the importance of principalities and give thanks for their protection and guidance in our lives. The second sphere is one of the most important in the universe, as it is situated between heaven and earth. In it inhabit angelic beings who are constantly carrying out God's orders, maintaining cosmic order, and helping to fulfill the divine will. Furthermore, these celestial entities are often involved in spiritual battles against the forces of evil, fighting to protect the divine plan. Angels in this sphere are also responsible for transmitting divine messages to human beings, serving as heavenly messengers. Their messages are always of love, peace, and guidance, and can be received by those seeking spiritual connection. These beings of light are able to bring comfort and hope in difficult times, and remind us that there is a higher power guiding our lives. These angels, known as powers, are often represented as celestial warriors with armor and swords, ready to protect and fight evil. Their function is to maintain divine order in the universe and ensure the prevalence of good over evil. They are also responsible for transmitting the divine will to other angelic orders, such as principalities and dominions. These angels play a key role in performing divine tasks, helping to overcome obstacles and strengthen faith. They are capable of performing miracles and usually appear in the form of young men holding a staff, and are also portrayed as winged beings with rays of light emanating from their bodies, symbolizing the divine energy flowing through them. In addition to helping to strengthen faith and protect people against evil forces and obstacles in life, angels also have powers over nature, being able to calm storms, tidal waves, and earthquakes. These are the ministers of God, described as beings with great authority and power who act as divine rulers and judges. They have the knowledge of what is right and wrong and have the ability to inspire human beings to act in accordance with God's will. They do whatever it takes for God's will to be carried out, are associated with divine justice, and often appear in the Holy Scriptures as those who chastise or punish those who disobey God. They are depicted carrying a sword, which symbolizes their power and authority over demons and evil forces, and they also do everything to ensure that the universe does not get out of kilter. Among the angels, they are the oldest and carry the scepter and a sword, symbolizing their power over the lower choirs. These are the closest angels to God, who are dedicated to praising Him and awaiting the mysteries. They are described as beings of great stature and beauty, and are often depicted as celestial warriors equipped with armor and swords. They have great authority and power and play the role of intermediaries between the higher hierarchies of angels and human beings. After the story of Adam and Eve being expelled from the Garden of Eden by God, angels were tasked with protecting the site, the tree of life, and the divine records. These angels are known as cherubim and are depicted as winged creatures with the heads of a bull, man, eagle, and lion. Over time, the image of cherubim was softened and depicted as children, as in Raphael's painting in Italy, where a cherub is depicted as a chubby boy. In some traditions, cherubim are also described as beings with many eyes, symbolizing their ability to see everything. They are considered the closest angels to God and are dedicated to praising and worshiping Him. Seraphim are among the oldest, purest, and highest angels. Their responsibility is to protect the Holy Throne. They are described as having 3 pairs of wings, one to cover their face so they are not always looking at God, one to fly, and one to cover their feet. In Hebrew, The name Seraphim means the one who burns, which is why they are often depicted in flames or with a medium silver ray. An example that everyone probably knows is Metatron, who is the supreme angel and the scribe of God. In some traditions, he is described as the closest angel to God. Metatron is often represented as a colossal being with wings and several pairs of eyes, symbolizing his omniscience and omnipresence. According to tradition, he is one of the few angels who can communicate directly with God and receive divine instructions. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate it by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Thanks.